Officer Renwick. Thank you, members of the official party. We would now like to present some special recognition awards. Commander Elfwin and Chief Canning, would you please come forward to assist me recognizing these individuals? Petty Officer Hewitt, front and center. The first award is the Academic Excellence Award. This student had the highest overall academic average of 99.67%. Thank you, Commander Elfwin. Captain Ray, will you please join us for the presentation of the next award? Petty Officer McNicholas, front and center. The last award is the Leadership Excellence Award. This student demonstrated superior qualities, leading by example, and helping to guide and influence others. Thank you, Captain Ray and Chief Canning. Now, Petty Officer McNicholas will address the class.
Good morning, Captain, Yorktown staff, shipmates, families, and friends. My name is BM3 McNicholas. Today marks the start of a new chapter in my and my classmates' lives. For some, it's their first time being a petty officer, their first time being leaders, or their first time at a new unit. But for all of us, it's our first time as boatswain's mates. All ratings are essential to the operation of our branch. However, being the only rate which can currently be the direct officer in charge of a unit means we're expected to drive the boat in more than just a literal sense. Though only here for 6 weeks, whether it be charting, leadership, or navigational rules, I know we've all gained knowledge that will carry on for more than just our Coast Guard careers, but our whole lives. As a petty officer, we will be the direct supervisors of our newest shipmates. Though no longer non-rates, we'll have more direct experience with them than any other in the fleet. We must remember our new role comes with new responsibilities. We'll be seen as role models and must act thusly. When thinking of my role as a leader, I think to a quote from John C. Maxwell: "The pessimist complains about the wind. The optimist expects it to change. A leader adjusts the sails." We must be ready at all times to take action and adapt to new situations as they arise. When I found out what unit I was heading to next, I reached out to my old unit to let them know. My officer in charge, a master chief who graduated Boatswain Mate A School about 20 years ago, responded in excitement that a friend he went to A School with is at that unit and gave me his information so I could be better acquainted. My point is this: not only have we met people here who will remain friends for life, but the relationships formed here will go on to help others in the fleet down the line. Simply because it can and will help others in the fleet, we must keep these relationships strong. Whether you're going ashore or afloat, ATON or multi-mission, to a unit or back to your current unit, we must remain always observant, always adapting, always unified, and semper paratus. Thank you.
Thank you, Petty Officer McNicholas. The time has come to recognize one last accomplishment for RAP 2501. We will now present the graduation certificates. BM RAP 2501, attention. Ready, face, lead out. Members of the official party, may I have your assistance with the presentation of the graduation certificates? I will be announcing each graduate and their new assignment. BM3 Antion, Station South Padre Island, Texas. BM3 Bastion, returning to Station Port Aransas, Texas. BM3 Canic, returning to Station Cortez, Florida. BM3 Castles, returning to Station St. Petersburg, Florida. BM3 Gazara, Station Burlington, Vermont. BM3 Chapel, returning to Station Houston, Texas. BM3 Kemp, Boat Forces Cutter Operations, Training Center, Yorktown, Yorktown, Virginia. BM3 Collier, Maritime Safety Security Team, Kings Bay, St. Mary's, Georgia. BM3 DePrati, Station Port Angeles, Washington. BM3 Farias, Station Port Angeles, Washington. BM3 Fiala, returning to Station Miami Beach, Florida. BM3 Florence, returning to Coast Guard 8th Navigation Team, Corpus Christi, Texas. BM3 Flynn, Maritime Safety and Security Team, New Orleans, Belle Chase, Louisiana. BM3 Forbes, returning to Station Los Angeles Long Beach, San Pedro, California. BM3 Ford, returning to Station Fort Lauderdale, Dania, Florida. BM3 Foxwell, returning to Station Chatham, Massachusetts. BM3 Certeza, returning to Station Los Angeles Long Beach, San Pedro, California. BM3 Gonzalez, Station Apra Harbor, Santa Rita, Guam. BM3 Goodwin, returning to Station Honolulu, Hawaii. BM3 Graybill, returning to Station Marathon, Marathon, Florida. BM3 Grossman, returning to Station Depot Bay, Oregon. BM3 Hewitt, Station Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. BM3 Hirsch, returning to Station Rio Vista, California. BM3 Horton, Station Atlantic City, New Jersey. BM3 Hubbard, returning to Station Los Angeles Long Beach, San Pedro, California. BM3 Johnson, returning to Station Curtis Bay, Baltimore, Maryland. BM3 Jones, returning to Station Montauk, New York. BM3 Kabillion, Station Umpqua River, Winchester Bay, Oregon. BM3 Kane, Maritime Force Protection Unit, Kings Bay, St. Mary's, Georgia. BM3 Coosa, returning to Station Charleston, South Carolina. BM3 McNicholas, Coast Guard Cutter Eagle, New London, Connecticut. BM3 Merton, Station Charlevoix, Charlevoix, Michigan. BM3 Knoll, returning 2, Station Hoboken, Hoboken, North Carolina. BM3 O'Boyle, returning 2, Station Cortez, Cortez, Florida. BM3 Phillips, returning 2, Coast Guard Cutter Charles David Jr., Key West, Florida. BM3 Powell's, returning 2, Station St. Petersburg, St. Petersburg, Florida. BM3 Renwick, returning 2, Station Burlington, Burlington, Vermont. BM3 Riley, Station St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. BM3 Rivastal, returning 2, Station Golden Gate, Sausalito, California. BM3 Ritter, Coast Guard Cutter Midget, Honolulu, Hawaii. Would you please join me in a round of applause for the graduates of Bosa-Mate A School RAP 2501 and the newest Bosa-Mates in the United States Coast Guard. There is one more event to celebrate before the conclusion of this ceremony. It has long been the tradition of graduating BMA school class to spike their guidon at the captain's house and disband from there. Please join us as this class forms up for a final time to march to that location. Retrieve the guidon. BM RAP 2501. Ready, face. BM RAP 2501. Lead out. This concludes today's ceremony. I would like to thank everyone for attending. Congratulations to all, and welcome to the fleet.